Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's your boy Joe Special. And what just happened? I literally just checked Eurogamer's website, seen some news about the Nintendo X, and I've got to say, if it rings true that this is the only form the NX takes, I'm very disappointed in Nintendo. I have to lie. I can't lie. Um, Even though a lot of us believed, which is why I've been saying, and I don't know if you've been picking up on those vibes, but I'm trying to imply that everything that we always think we hear, we shouldn't always take as facts, especially with Nintendo. And we've all been kind of falling into this trap of thinking, Nintendo's changing and they're making these differences, and there's starting to be a lot more all sorts of things about Nintendo, but some things it seems die harder than others. And according to Eurogamer, they're saying that the NX will be a portable, and that it almost works in reverse to compared to the Wii U in terms of it's a portable that you can connect to your TV. And they're saying that it doesn't run AMD. It runs NVIDIA Tegra, which is the mobile chipset, which is just instantly cuts down the whole idea that it's as powerful as the PS4 or more powerful than the PS4, because that simply isn't possible if you're using that chipset. So it looks like Nintendo aren't going down that route after all, which is very, very annoying, super duper disappointing. But it also continues to I can't even bring the words. That's how deep it is. That's how deep it goes. Now I'm just starting to wonder, and I said it in the previous video, that, how will Breath of the Wild and games like that look now on the NX? But if the NX isn't running those huge AMD level chipsets, then it's not going to be looking as amazing, will it? I mean, how can Nintendo look at what happened with the Wii U and think that going to a mobile gaming version as their next primary console would be the right decision? I don't necessarily think that's what Nintendo are going to do, and I'm hoping and I'm praying, I can't even speak, that's how deep this is. I'm hoping, I'm praying that Nintendo are going to do a dual console idea, which is something I heard from someone months back. There was a rumor that it takes two forms. There's a portable NX and then there's a home console NX. And I'm hoping and I'm wishing and I'm praying that this is like the portable one, and that there's an actual home console that is a beast. Because if this is what Nintendo think is the future, I don't know where they are, what they're looking at, what landscape they're looking at. I mean, yeah, we all know mobile gaming is very, very big now, and obviously you have games like they've got Pokemon Go, and you have Angry Birds and things like that. All those sorts of things, but Nintendo need to think about the long game. Yeah, mobile gaming is big, but it will never be console gaming. And you can't make your focus, your main console that you're gonna bring out, be that when you're known for making home consoles primarily. Yeah, they do rule the portable gaming industry, and they probably will continue to do that. But you can't have the next console that you're gonna bring out that you want everyone to swarm back to because of the previous console that you made didn't work. Nintendo shouldn't think, okay, we tried to maybe reach out to more core gamers with the Wii U rather, and it didn't really work necessarily. But that wasn't because of the game library. That wasn't because of the game library. That was because of a lack of differentiation between the Wii U and the Wii. That was Nintendo's fault. But what they shouldn't see and look and go, okay, yeah, that didn't work, so let's ignore the hardcore games or the core gamers even further by alienating them from us further by having a console that's grounded in mobile technology. No, Nintendo, just no. No, that just isn't. That's not the right thing to do. What you need to do, because they are always there, the gamers that you want to appeal to, because they're the ones that stick around for longest. That's why taking a mobile gaming stance isn't the right one, because you won't have necessarily, you have a lot of people that come and go. There's no longevity in it. No matter how great the mobile game is, eventually people stop playing it, and that can be quite quick. I mean, just taking case in point, Angry Birds. At one point, everyone was talking about Angry Birds all the time, every day. Angry Birds, until the cows came home. Now, who talks about Angry Birds? Who cares about Angry Birds now? Nintendo can't let themselves become that poster boy of the huge gaming industry and be part of that. You can't be, oh, well, you know, we're the ones that succumb to the mobile gaming industry because we think that now we're going to move into it. It will become as big as the home console industry. I don't know where their thought pattern is. Like, I'm really confused. That's why I'm hoping that even if this, what Eurogamer's reported is true, with the Tegra chipset and all that stuff, and a portable that has detachable controllers and all that kind of stuff, that does sound kind of cool. But I'm just hoping that that's not the end. That is the entire console wrapped in a bow. What kind of gives me optimism about that is the fact that they reached out to Nintendo and they said, well, you know, we can't really confirm your reports. And I checked into Nintendo's website and they haven't announced anything on them. So I'm kind of hoping that, you know, not necessarily that it's still complete speculation, because Eurogamer said they have multiple sources confirming that, but we've also had multiple sources talking about the Wii U running AMD, and they're saying it's not. So it's still a lot of it kind of up in the air. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with Nintendo, but I'm really hoping that Nintendo turn this around, and I'm hoping that if this is what the NX ends up being, it's one half of the NX, and then Nintendo do an absolute cash cow and have two consoles under the name NX, which is kind of confusing. But obviously you'd have NX Home or NX Portable. I don't know what you'd end up calling it. But even recently, and I can bring it in on this conversation with Sega announcing the new Sonic game, and the NX was announced as one of the platforms, and then there's even other games. I forgot the game. That was a racing game that was also confirmed to be in development for the NX. So it kind of makes me, and the graphics on that was like 1080p, 60 frames per second, and I'm just thinking, why would they release a game of that caliber on a console that wouldn't be able to fully take advantage of those graphical capabilities? So it's a lot of confusion now. I find I'm even more confused than I was before, because if Eurogamer is right, how is this console going to be able to handle those sorts of games? Then on the other hand, if everyone who still believes that Nintendo are going to use AMD is right, how can they have a console that says to be running Tegra but it's also running AMD, as you know, Polaris, and running Tegra? It has to be two separate consoles, right? So I'm just hoping that Nintendo hurry up and come and clear up all of this, because it's making my head hurt. Don't know about you guys, but that was a quick video I had to just make. I was actually going to make the Comic-Con video today, but this came up, so I was like, let me quickly tell you a lot about this one, but that video will come soon. But you know what to do, man. Hit me up in those comments, because I need to know what you think. Are you as confused as I am? Let me know what you think, man, and have a good one. You know what to do, man. Share, like, subscribe, all that beautiful stuff, and I'll catch mans on the next video. It's your boy saying, player out.